NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobila. We're at the TPC Boston here in Massachusetts. And Frank, what kind of a golf course are we facing today?
Big golf course, very much a sort of an inland link style. Gil Hands and Brad Faxon, they've tweaked it over the last few years. It's been a staple on the FedEx Cup playoffs since 2007.
And let's go down to the first. Getting ready to get the tournament started. Frank, first tee jitters?
Oh, everybody gets them. That's the beauty of it. If you don't, you shouldn't be playing this game. Just try and think nice and slow.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. This is a good-looking shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Nice to see a par 5 this early in the round. Gettable, Frank?
Yeah, good tee shot. Certainly a good chance here for going for this for 2. But if you stray with that tee shot, be careful on the layup. It gets really narrow up by the green.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet. Going to try to put a little air under this one with a lob wedge. So, Frank, with this approach shot, need to put it in there reasonably close and hope for a bogey.
Yeah, and that actually wouldn't be so bad. A string of mistakes, and just to minimize the damage to just one drop shot, you nearly give yourself a pat on the back.
That was well done, and now a very short putt to get out of here with a bogey.
Well, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure, 5 minutes ago.
Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Frank, you've talked about this sort of New England feel they gave this golf course when they remodeled it. This is a pretty good example here at the 3rd hole.
Yeah, that stone wall behind just sort of makes the golf course look like it's been there forever. They have tweaked the green a little bit on that left side, created a little bit of a ridge. You can sort of play the ball off that if you know where you're going.
Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. That is a solid par putt. Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. Bunker shots from the left side. If you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. He has this for birdie. Back to par for the round. If you're just joining us, let's take you out to our featured golfer at the 5th. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
What a great shot. Right next to the hole. It's about 5 feet. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
There's a birdie to get to 1 under par. Always nice, Frank, to put the peg in the ground coming off a birdie.
Well, this game's all about reward, and we just saw that back there. Now, can you be rewarded 2 holes in a row? Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, he'll have to take a full swing at this putt for birdie.
This is long, but every now and again, one of these finds the bottom of the cup and makes that magic sound.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. And he makes it for par. Frankie, just love the variety of holes here at TPC Boston. Now we get to the 7th. It's a 600-yard par 5.
It looks straight away, but the problem is if you don't hit a good tee shot, then you really have to be aware of that cross bunker. That is one place you don't want to go with your second shot.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Going with a lob wedge here. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Suddenly a ray of sunshine with that birdie.
And there is hope. And on the top 25.
Now to the par 3 8th. And Frank, what's the best way to go here?
Hit your best, and then you're looking at making 2.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a really long putt. Difficult birdie opportunity. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Trying to stay steady, make a par. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Hole number 9, Frank, 472 yards. Good par 4.
Yeah, if you blink, it'll catch you.
Just a great pass at the golf ball, 310 yards, and in the fairway. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. He has a 12-footer here. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. In for par.